Hi, this is Dr. Ritamarie Loscalzo. Welcome to the Fresh and Fun Living Creating Vibrant Health video series.
Greens are the most important food of all. So whatever I do, I have in my brain, how can I incorporate greens into this? So, I make pizzas, for example, and I make a pizza crust that's made with sunflower seeds, buckwheat, and a bunch of greens chopped up in there, and seasonings and all that. And then I layer on there. For cheese, I'll take some macadamia nuts and blend them up with some lemon juice and salt and make a cheese, and I put that on, or pine nuts, or any kind of white nut. And then I make sauce. Well, you just take tomatoes and basil and some garlic and, throw it in the food processor or blender, make a nice chunky tomato sauce, and then load it up with veggies. And then I stick it in the dehydrator for an hour or two to warm it up. And there have been times when people come over and go, I thought you only ate raw foods. When did you go back to eating cooked foods? Yeah. So I'll go, well, that is raw. Like, really? It looks just like pizza. I mean, really? And people rave about my pizza. Like, oh my God, it's the best pizza ever. So you have pizza. I make lasagna. Instead of using noodles, I take zucchinis and I thinly slice them and I layer them with the cheese and the sauce and veggies and stuff like that. I make desserts. I have a brownie recipe that has kale and spirulina in it, with some walnuts and other things. I really keep in mind, I want to get this to be the most nutrient-dense food that I can be. So even if you're eating dessert, there's some wonderful, I have some raw foods recipes, dessert recipes on my website. There's a little dessert book that I have been giving away free, but I'm about to take it off and turn it into a real production kind of thing. But it's a lot of really good raw foods recipes at freshandfunliving.com. And, I have cheesecake. I make cheesecake. So, for me, on a daily basis, I just eat lots of greens. I take kale and I chop it up real fine and marinate it and put sea vegetables in there. Sea vegetables are important. There's so much that you can do, and so many things that you can make that mimic your favorite foods. Like we said, you can make a soup. You can have a soup and a bread by using whole nuts and seeds and vegetables. You can make these bread-like things in a dehydrator. And you can make sandwiches. So you make these breads and you layer, avocado and sprouts, and you can make a spread that looks kind of like tuna salad. It's just blended up seeds and vegetables. There's all kinds of delicious things that you can make. And one of the mistakes that a lot of people make when they go to raw foods is they make all these rich pate things, and they use mostly nuts or all nuts with little seasonings. I like it to be at least 50% veggie matter, and the nuts and the seeds hold it together and bind it. And that's what my pates and burgers and crackers tend to be. Anywhere from 50 to 75% of it is vegetable. So you're eating a crunchy cracker and you're getting your veggies. I mean, people say, how do I get my veggies? You're eating a crunchy cracker, you're eating a bread, you're eating a dessert. And there you go, you're drinking a smoothie. On my website, I have a website, greensmoothiecleanse.com, and I do a week-long green smoothie cleanse. Well, I took pictures last time my son's friends were over because I made them green smoothies, and they thought they were delicious. So I got pictures of these 8 to 12-year-old kids with mustaches and holding up the green smoothies, grinning ear to ear. They're like, wow, this is a great way to get my veggies.
For more information, visit www.freshandfunliving.com. Thanks.